So instead of us taking hours and hours and hours to search for a song that sounds like some of our favorite songs that we listen to on Spotify, we can now copy
Hello? Are there people here this time? Is there anybody here this time around? Anyone? Am I all by myself today? Highway to Moon River. Spoon. Oh, it's just the two of us, Stardust. Oh. Whatever will we do? How about I ask you the name of 3 AC/DC songs? How about it? Can you name them for me? The entire 3 songs that they have? Hello. Okay, wait. Let me see. Still got some redness going on in the room here. Da-na-na-na, bam bam. Bum 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 bum. This is a little bit better. Apply. Okay, cool. Pop this over here, right? No, we don't even want that. Okay. Hello, welcome in everybody. Hello, we've got Stardust. Hello, welcome in. How are you doing? Hello, Lefty G-String. How are you doing today? How's your Friday? And we've got Spoon as well. How are you doing, Spoon? How's your Friday going? And Jonah as well. How's my Jonah? It's good to see you. Angus Young wore Elvis's blue suede shoes. Is Angus Young like someone from AC/DC? I don't listen to AC/DC. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Better now you've gone live? You mean me? Okay. Yes, also I need to like turn on the song list if anybody wants any songs. Here you go. This is gonna be a short enough stream. I think I'm gonna be here for the next like hour 10 minutes, so I'm gonna be leaving at 5 o'clock. My new chair came in. This chair that I have right now, it's like not good for my posture whatsoever. It's not really like, I feel like as if my lower back kind of like caves into it. It's not like meeting my back. And also the chair doesn't come down low enough either. And I know I can get like a block for that, but I don't want to have to put my feet on a block. I want to have my feet on the floor. That would be nice. So yeah, my chair came in. I have to go and collect it. It wasn't in the shop. They had to like order it in and stuff. Yellow Pages works? What do you mean? In relation to what? Although they're pretty thin these days. Might need a couple. Yellow Pages as in like, oh, to put my feet on, right? I was like, what? What are you talking about? Are we like talking about, you talking about something completely unrelated? I slept at my job today because my phone died and I didn't notice, so no alarm. Wait, did you like go for a nap while you were working, do you mean? Or did you sleep in too much and then you were late for work? And I managed to make it so none of my jobs got angry at me. Hey, you actually made it on time. You know, diamonds are made under pressure, Jonah. That's what you are. What are we covering with Yellow Pages? Indiana, hello, welcome in. How's Indiana doing today? Are you doing good? Just come in with that one. No, I slept in the morning when I needed to get up. Oh, you slept in. Okay, yes. Okay, I get you. Kemi, hello, how are you doing? Welcome in. Welcome. How's your Friday going? Guys, if anybody wants any songs, here's the song list. Exclamation mark SL if you ever want a song. Da-da-bum. How's everybody's day? I must take these off. Let's get like the song list up. Did I like hide the song list? I did. I don't even think you'll be able to see it now that the room is like a bit brighter. Pretty boring actually. You know what I did? I remember I told you guys that I was gonna go for a facial. Like I was going for a facial at 10:30 this morning, and I got there and like no one was answering. It was like there was like no one at the actual place that I was getting my facial at, and I like waited for 5 minutes like past the time, and then I like called them. I was just like, hey, I'm just here for my 10:30 appointment. I'm just wondering, you're probably running behind, but if you could get back to me, that'd be great. I left them a voicemail. And then you're one, when we say you're one, we're talking about the woman. So, like, this woman, you're one, she like called me back and she was just like, hi Aisling, your appointment is actually tomorrow. I was like, oh, really? She was like, yeah, if you check your email, it's actually tomorrow. And then I was like, oh, wait. Because I was actually going to book my appointment for today. And look, I'm not really a superstitious person, but I was like, you know, just out of like manifestation's sake, and you know, everybody thinks about Friday the 13th as like an unlucky day, so I was like, maybe just in case. Because this person is doing like a facial, like they're messing with my face, so I didn't really want it to work out badly, so I actually did it I was gonna do it for Friday, but then I switched it to Saturday. But yeah. Ay. But it's nice you're streaming. Thanks, Lifty. Thank you. Learn to Fly nice. Little Lion Man, of course, for Kevy. You're the one who actually got me to learn that one in the first place. I have you to thank for that. I thought my day went badly when I spilled biscuits on my keyboard. Oh wait, sorry, I read that when we were in the starting screen, but I forgot to actually like reply to you. That's really shitty. It's so hard to clean out your keyboard as well. Did you like get it all out? But that's made me feel better. That's good. I hope that it's all good though. Them Irish tend to be superstitious, I heard. I noticed I'm superstitious though, for real. Like, I think that I can be superstitious in ways because I think that like there's definitely mental... I'm trying to think of a word, but I can't think of it. There's definitely mental implications, right? And I think that our mind manifests the world for us. So like if we associate unluckiness with a certain thing, like, I don't know, like if some people might look at a black cat and be like, oh yeah, that's lucky, and then like they manifest something lucky for them to happen. They manifest something lucky to happen for them. And then some people might look at a black cat and be like, that's unlucky, and then something might happen. Who knows, you know? I don't really look at Friday the 13th as like an unlucky day though, but I was like, just in case. Nothing bad has ever happened to me on Friday the 13th, and yeah, let's hope that it stays that way. At least she didn't call you a Karen for asking it a date. Oh my god. I felt so bad. I wasn't like bad to her on the voicemail. I was just like, hey, I'm just here for my 10:30 appointment. It's now at 10:35. I'm just wondering if you're running behind. And I'm so glad, because like I thought that she just hadn't, you know, like showed up for the appointment. Like I genuinely thought like this is like I was kind of thinking in my head like this is a little bit unprofessional. But I'm glad I didn't go carry it on her and be like, hey, why haven't you showed up for the appointment? I slept all day instead of doing anything productive. Yes, let's go. Well, sometimes you just need that kind of a day, though. My day was great. Hey, let's go. Honestly, it's nice to have those kind of days. And it's nice to allow yourself to have those kind of days because, like, if you're gonna have those kind of days, then just decide to have a day like that, you know? It's kind of like, you know, if you decide to lie in bed all day and you have, like, different things that you'd like to get to and stuff, you know, if you're not up for it, then putting pressure on yourself or, like, even shaming yourself for not doing certain things when you've decided not to do anything anyway is, like, just not productive, right? You're not being productive, but then you blaming yourself for not being productive is also unproductive. Do you know? The thing that's actually productive is allowing yourself to rest, because then you can come back at it with full energy, right? And I think that it's also a really, like, loving thing to do, to, like, allow yourself to just be like, okay, I'm just gonna forget about everything. Like, whatever's worrying me, I'm just gonna allow myself this time right now to just be with myself, you know? I think it's important for us to, like, remember that we should do that, right? Because, like, sometimes we can get so stuck up in our worries that we forget to, like, let them go sometimes. Like, sometimes we just carry them with us throughout the whole day, and it's just, it doesn't work out, right? It means that we don't replenish our energy levels, and then we end up having many more days where we don't want to do anything because we don't have the energy. Do you know what I mean? That's what's unproductive about it. When I was little, I remember one day a black cat crossed my path, and I thought, oh, unlucky day to come tomorrow. And I got sick the day after, which was very good because I didn't have to go to school. And so getting sick is black, yay. That is actually pretty nice. Like, it's kind of subjective, isn't it? Like, you can look at it two ways. Like, oh, like, it's shit that I'm sick right now, but, you know, I don't have to do anything. I think that we all get sick for a reason. Like, it is a way for us to, like, reconnect with ourselves and to slow down as well. I think that it's a good reminder that we need to just slow down, and it's good to check in, right? Productivity is a huge trap, exactly. I think that it's so weird because, like, it's so illusory in a way. Do you know what I mean? It's like, oh, like, I gotta do this and do this and do this and be, like, constantly doing stuff all the time because everybody else is hustling, and, like, you're just stuck in this rat trap, right? And what I think is, especially when it comes to, like, creative projects, you know, like, having creativity, that's kind of like, it's not an energy that you can carry with you if you're constantly hustling all the time. Like, you have to allow yourself, you know, the connection with yourself in order for those energies to replenish, right? So my mind has gone by. Why does this happen? What am I saying? Oh yeah, so wait, productivity is a huge trap, blah 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 blah. I can't remember. Oh right, yeah, so, like, sometimes you might think, okay, like, going out for a walk is, like, a huge waste of my time. I could be doing something productive right now. But the thing is that sometimes we can sit down to do a certain project, but then our creativity is just not there because, like, we're not connected to ourselves enough to be able to, like, you know, to have that kind of output, right? It's like, if we're not connected to ourselves, then how do we expect to put out our best, right? So it's, yeah, I know. Hey Rachel, how are you doing? But I need to drink some water. going out for a walk, like, it helps so much, because the thing is that we also have an inner world, and if we're constantly inside all the time, then we almost feel like as if we're like being suffocated by these walls, and then our energy doesn't really feel as expansive, and like, you know, we're also energetic beings as well as like physical material, right? So if we go outside, then we give our minds this sense of like spaciousness, and we almost feel like as if our minds can expand out into the universe, because you feel that great vastness when you go outside, right? That's a lovely feeling that I get when I go outside. So like literally just going outside, grounding yourself, touching grass, that just replenishes your energy so much. It's crazy. It's crazy. And it's so funny because we always just tell ourselves, oh, it's just a waste of time. But like if you do creative things as a job, then you need to go outside. That's the thing. We have to be connected with ourselves to like literally aim to be like the highest version of ourselves, you know. Bum 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 bum. How's Rachel? You're doing great. I'm good. It's good to see you. How's everything going with you? Hey, you went back to, so I was talking to you last. It's been a while since we've talked actually. But I was talking to you last, and you said that you'd gone back to Ireland, right? You're still in Ireland now? Tell us, how have you been getting on? Exactly, that's why I'm putting off emailing my university, because I want to avoid the productivity and certainty that would bring. Wait, what are you emailing them about? If I do X, Y, and Z, then I am productive. No consideration is taken into being effective. That's the thing. Like, you could be like, okay, think about it this way, right? I could sit down and I could like practice a riff. And the thing is that like I could sit down and be like, yeah, I'm being productive, but the thing is that I'm getting in my head and I want to play it as fast as I can. This is a lot of thing that this is like a thing that a lot of guitar players like fall into, is that, you know, sometimes you get like a little bit frustrated. You want to be able to play it like straight away. You want to go be like, but the thing is that like if you don't just play it off nice and slow and allow your brain to like catch up at what you're doing, because like you need to have like this body and mind connection, that's the slow way of doing it is like the best way to actually learn it, right? So that's the whole thing with like being effective, you know. The thing is like with being effective is that you do have to have that connection to yourself in order to like know what exactly you're doing and like to like agree on things, right? Because if you just go into it mindlessly, then, you know, you could just, maybe your ego can like take over a little bit, you know. Maybe your ego can take over a little bit. You can kind of like, you know, your energy might be all over the place, but like if you understand, okay, this is the task that I'm doing, and like have a little conversation with yourself even beforehand, that is like really effective. Tangent, hello, how are you doing? It's wonderful to see you too. How are you doing? It's good to see you. How's your week going? How's your Friday? Yeah, you're in Ireland. I'm doing some courses right now. Nice. What course are you doing? Planning to apply for an accounting technician apprenticeship in September. Let's go. Really looking forward to Christmas at home this year. I hope it snows. I hope so too. It would be nice. It would be nice. I keep on seeing the weather forecast people saying like, oh yeah, snow this, snow that, but it just never happens. I think that they're always wrong. They're always wrong. Like, and then it snows and then they haven't even predicted it. That's just the way it is. Essentially I have to suck up my lecture to get into the class. I won't for, wait, Oh, to get into the class I want for next year, so it doesn't take even longer to complete. Right. So if you like go and email your lecturer, then that means that you have to like be a little bit more productive to get into the class, is what you mean? Everyone is here tonight. Yes, thank you everybody for being here. I hope everybody's having a good day. I'm waiting for a snowy Christmas in Australia too. I mean, you guys do have like ski ranges, right? I think that I heard about this like kind of recently, maybe within the past year. I was a little bit, I know like you guys have mountainous ranges, but I don't know, for some reason I just didn't think that they would actually have snow on them though. Yeah. I hope that you don't have to like suck up to your lecturer. You know, I was saying to Shane, you know, when I was going for like my fake facial this morning, which I never got, I left. I was leaving the house and I was like, Shane, I'm going for my facial. I was like, you'll see me on Pornhub later. It's a dude. You gotta do what you gotta do, Indiana. Get that facial. Okay. Let's see. We've got erosion coming up for Indiana. Right now I'm studying word processing, spreadsheet methods, and business administration. I don't know how to work with spreadsheet. I was never taught. I don't know how to work it. Apparently it's simple, but honestly, Shane does all my spreadsheeting. Shane loves spreadsheets. Like, he's obsessed with spreadsheets. I've never met someone who's so excited about something so boring. I just can't believe how much he likes it. It's insane. Business administration and starting bookkeeping in January. I did a few bookkeeping courses, but honestly, like, it still kind of goes over my head, so I wouldn't really be able to help you there. Ultimate plan is to move abroad to Portugal, maybe, and have a work from home job for an Irish company, so I can, yeah, that would be, the thing is, I don't know, like, if you're like living in a, because this is something that Shane went through, it was like, we were thinking of moving to Spain at one stage, and he said that even if he just lived in Spain and he was working for like an Irish company, they would still bring him down, because like, since he's in the province, then they have to give him, like, since that would be his address, then they would actually have to bring it down. So I don't know if that would be the same thing for your job, but I'd say definitely look into it if you're not too sure. You'll have money and yeah, that's the thing. But yeah, I don't know, it's a bit of a gray area. Like, he knew there was this one person that he worked with, and he went to live in Spain for a while, but then he was actually getting paid less because he moved. So yeah. I have to admit, it crossed my mind. Every time I say it, it crosses my mind. But it's okay though. Don't give Indiana great advices. Why do you want people to succeed? Wait, what? What? I so wanted to tell you, Ash, to not say that you are getting facial, but it was... What else do you call it, though? I'm getting a face mask or something. I don't know. I'm getting a face treatment. I remember doing Excel before, but I cannot remember where or when. Surely not at a shop. That was over 10 years ago. Oh my god. Yeah, I'd say that you wouldn't really remember a lot then, huh? True, not entirely my fault. My schedule is out of whack, and I got to make up a sad story to get in this class this semester instead of next semester. Wait, and I got to make a sad story to get you have to make up a sad story. What did you say? Wait, I need to know. What did you say? To get in this class this semester instead of, oh right, yeah. I mean, yeah, that would like, is that like, do you mean that would like add a whole year, or does semester mean for you guys like maybe like half of the year? Oh, why do I want people to succeed? Oh, why do I want, yeah. I shouldn't have said it. I was gonna make a joke, but then it went away. It went away. What is wrong with my brain sometimes? I was gonna say something funny. Damn, we'll see. Property in Ireland is far too expensive. I want to buy a villa. That's the thing. That's what I was always saying as well. Like, it's so cheap over there. It's crazy. But yeah. You'd have to see. I don't know what the laws are around it and stuff. Like, I don't know if it was just for that certain job. Yeah. It's a gray area for me. But yeah, definitely look into it anyway. Face treatment, maybe not facial. It's so sad that our minds have been corrupted in this way. That whenever a facial is said, then we think of that. I think its proper name is still called a facial. It is still called a facial, yeah, but there's definitely two meanings for it. Semesters, yeah, I was thinking, wasn't sure if it was like the same in Australia. I may or may not have claimed I was homeless, and it would cause undue stress to wait another 6 months. Bro! That is hilarious. That is hilarious. Meanwhile, your parents have like given you a house. Bro. Wait, hold on. Are you in the house now actually? Have they like, they've given you, you said that they're giving you the house, right? But I don't know, have you moved in yet? Corrupted. Corrected. Potato. Okay, we're gonna do this song. Let's do this. Let's give this a bit of a tune. Meow. 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 Thank you, I'll be here all night. I'll be here until 5 o'clock. Actually. Anyway. This is Erosion. I hope that you like it. Oh wait. It goes like this. What is reality? And does happiness come free? Well, if it does, can you hand it to me? 'Cause I'm feeling kind of low. Wait, this is a little bit sorry, this is a little bit loud. Delusions eroding my mind, illusions excluding my eyes. I don't reflection of me to my eyes. Show me how I feel inside. Well, take me away from this state that mine. I like it better on the other side. Well, what you doing standing there staring at me? Can't you see I'm trying to live right now? Again, I get these voices out of my brain. Can't you see I'm trying to think right now? And who do you think you're looking at? Next time is turn your head the other way. And just when I'm feeling fine, the darkness comes alive. And if it swallows me, will you remember me? Will you remember me? Well, let me grasp a thought. I'm spiraling, no control over my beliefs. Someone show me how to swim out of this maze before I drown. I'm circling, let me grasp a thought. I'm spiraling, no control over my beliefs. Someone show me how to swim. And who do you think you're looking at? Next time, please turn your head the other way. And just when I'm feeling fine, the darkness comes alive. And if it swallows me, will you remember me? Will you remember me? Okay. That was for you, Jonah. Thank you so much for requesting an original. That is in the works at the moment, and I'm making some good progress with it, actually. I kind of had to like stop for a while because I was like getting ready for gigs and stuff. But yeah. Da-na-na-na. This next one is Learn to Fly. This is for Lefty G String. Oh wait, you do have, yeah, I know. I was gonna say, but I don't really have time to change it right now. I'd have to like go into Streamlabs and stuff. It's just because we have like a brighter room now. You just can't really see it. Will I just hide it? Because is there any point? Is there any point in having it? Best song, let's go. I think I like when it rains. Bum 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 bum. Run and tell all of the angels this could take all night. I think I need a devil to help me get things right. Hook me up in your evolution, 'cause this one is a lie. We stand around laughing and watching the last one die. And I'm looking for a scar to save me, looking for a sign of life, looking for something to help me burn out bright. And I'm looking for a complication, looking 'cause it's hard, it's right. Make my way back home and learn to fly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Think I'm done nursing the patience. It could wait one night. side of life, looking for something to help me burn out bright. Oh, not looking for complication, looking 'cause I'm tired of trying. Make my way back home and learn to fly. Make my way back home and learn to fly. To be fair, that wait. Let's put on some nice music. To be fair, that house wasn't yet. They currently have 2 houses because Dad wanted somewhere to sleep. Wait, they currently have 2 houses because Dad wanted to sleep somewhere during the week, which makes one in the city, which is where I am, and one in the country, which is where Mum is, and Dad is on the weekends. But Dad is only here 2 to 3 nights a week, and with work I barely see him. The house they were going to build in the country, wait, let me turn this thing up. The house that they were going to build in the country hasn't been built yet. Essentially the deal is the no rent house until I graduate. Yeah, let's go. So you're currently paying rent on the house at the moment then. Da-na-na-na-na. You're so lucky. You're so incredibly lucky. It's crazy. What's the house like actually? Because I'll be over 40 by the time I graduate everything. I mean, it's pretty sick though. Did they like build the house themselves and stuff? Like, did they get the house built? I kind of only fell into the no rent house because I was in a private rental with my ex for years, and it was coincidental they bought the country house. That is just so lucky. Are your siblings jealous at all? Are you the eldest? Wait, you're a middle child, right? We had this talk, right? You only pay bills. That is so nice. That's so nice. Da-na-na-na-na. You're actually like one of the luckiest people on earth. Yes. Yes, I remember now. I like that I am giving my cat Jackie a treatment. Basically sipping white powder from the tip of a knife to his food. And he's looking and waiting for me, and I'm like, do you really trust me so much? You have no self-preservation. Bro! I suppose they don't really know what it is though, right? 3 bed, 2 bath with a pool. Oh, holy shit, that's pretty nice. That's actually really nice. Little Lion Man, let's go. This is for Kevy. Kevy, are you still there? It's okay if you're not. Oh, you are still there. Let's go. M&S is next. What? I was like, that doesn't sound right. I did like an A major instead of an A minor. Wait before you stop me. You'll never be. Oh, I thought you meant like Marks and Spencer's. I was like, what? Oh. stands alone on the road. Look from your mother, or I'll spend your days biting your own egg. But it was not your fault but mine, and it was your heart all alone. I really fucked it up this time, didn't I, my dear? Didn't I, my dear? Jump before you sell a million, know that you have seen this all before. Drop a little line that you'll never settle any of your scores. Your grace is wasted in your face, your bonus stands alone on the wreck. Now learn from your mother, or I'll spend your days biting your own neck. But it was not your fault but mine, and it was your heart all the lie. I really fight it up this time, didn't I, my dear? But it was not your fault but mine, and it was your heart all the lie. I really fight it up this time, didn't I, my dear? Didn't I, my dear? Wait. No, wait, I need to do another bar. But it was not your fault but mine, and it was your heart all the lie. It really fucked it up this time, didn't I, my dear? Didn't I, my dear? I kept on like forgetting the chords every 2 seconds. It's been a while. It's been a hot minute. Kevin, I hope you enjoy that. I think their initial thought was for me and my ex to pay. Wait. Let's turn this off. And no, we don't want more. Turn it off and then put this on, and then there you go. I think their initial thought was for me and my ex to pay low rent, but they weren't aware that we had broken up, and we essentially just living together to the end of the lease. Well, we ran into problems before. I spent 18 months not telling anyone. I didn't even tell my best friend because I was trying to keep it from the world. So I was emotionally messy when I finally, that sucks. That really does sucks. Did you not tell anybody because you were afraid that was it to do with the rent type thing, or was it just you didn't really want to kind of open up and tell people at the time because you just weren't mentally ready to have that kind of conversation? Or so maybe that's how I fell into the no rent situation, because they felt sorry for me. Was it do you mean you fell into the no rent situation because it was after you guys had broken up, then they were like, okay, let's take like financial responsibility kind of off your shoulders. Yo, let's go. Thank you, Ashley. That was class. Thank you, Kemi, for requesting that one. Thank you. I really enjoyed that. It's a fun one. It's a very fun one. Okay, we got blinding lights. We do have some blinding lights on today, actually. Honestly, I'm not like hating it with the light actually on. It's not the worst. It's definitely okay. So like if I change, I don't have my phone on me, so I can't really change it. But I think that during winter, since it gets darker outside, like I think that it's probably getting pretty dark outside now. So it's like with the low lights and everything, it just like makes the room look really weird. So I think that I'm just gonna like keep the lights like this during the winter. And then maybe like during summer, then we can like put the lights down again, because even during summer, if we had the lights like this during summer, it would be way too bright in here. Way too bright in here. Not wanting to open up and thought maybe it would get better, yeah. The thing is that like it's really difficult like opening up about that kind of stuff. Like you'd rather it to just go away, but I find that talking to people actually helps so much, because then you kind of like go like, okay, I'm not actually alone in this. But I think that there is like a sense of like, if you're an introvert, then you're probably more inclined to just like not tell anybody. That's the thing, because it's like that's your own private life, and you can even like find yourself like making up excuses like not to say anything, because like I don't know, I think that maybe even some people are like, oh, like I don't want to be a burden, I don't want to like trauma dump and stuff, you know. But I think that like I hate this whole like trauma dumping thing. I hate that society has kind of made it to be like this taboo thing. Like now people, like a lot of people are just thinking like, I don't want to open up because like I don't want to trauma dump. I've heard it so many times, especially on stream. I don't really hear it in person, but like I hear a lot of people going like, oh, I don't want to trauma dump or anything. But it's like, bro, it's way better to tell people. Allow us all, like I think it's a beautiful thing for us all to share each other's pain. Now the thing is that sometimes, okay, say some things like how some people like process certain experiences in their lives can be completely different to how someone else would process the same experience. Like say something, you're working with like customer service or whatever, some people might take on negative experiences like way worse than other people, and the thing is that if their perception doesn't change on like how they view people, how they view situations, how they like process energy as well, that can turn into like a eternal not like eternal, but it's kind of like this cycle of like, okay, I'm taking on so much, so like I need to trauma dump right now. But it's not until we actually like change our perception and realize that like nothing really matters. Like things do matter, but like things also don't matter because we're just this one blip in space, you know? Like if we think about it in the bigger picture of things, like even just like doing something really cringy or embarrassing, like it doesn't matter. You know, it doesn't matter if you do something or say something that's cringy, because you know it doesn't really affect any situation now, unless I don't know, it's like a life-altering situation where you're like interviewing for a job or something and you like dab in front of them. I don't know. I think that your survival instincts would tell you not to, but anyway, it's something like that. What point am I getting at here? I think that the trauma dumping thing is like, okay, you can come across someone who is maybe even like, okay, so yeah, trauma dumping can be such a double-edged sword. I do agree with you, Kevy, because the thing is that someone can be like choosing to be in a certain situation, but then is still like, you know, they're putting themselves in this situation, but then even after ignoring all of their advice of their friends, they're still, you know, complaining about this one person and what they're doing, and, you know, oh, they never change and everything. But can you stop trauma dumping about trauma dumping us? Hey, Cordelia. Cordelia doesn't want me trauma dumping on them. Oh. Trauma dump is just a way of labeling someone who asking for help that you don't care to listen to. That's actually so true, though. Like, it's so sad that that's like actually, you know, yeah, that is it. The thing is like, the whole thing with trauma dumping is that people are afraid to even ask, you know, can I like trauma dump on you for a second? Like, can I, you know, talk to you about something that's happening in my life? Like, do you have the space to like take this on? I think that it is important for us to ask, because at the same time, like, someone else could be going through something and they're trying to process something, and, you know, if they're not in the space to do so, then it should be like a consensual thing, because it is like an exchange of energy, right? Like, you're trying to let go and transmute this negative energy by allowing someone else to hold it for you, because like that is basically what's happening. It's an exchange of energy that's going on. So there does have to be like consent in it, right? But yeah, it's just that when the trauma dumping becomes so much that it's like, even though they're like, it's like when someone is consciously, not even consciously, it can be like unconsciously like choosing to be in a certain situation, but then they still decide to complain about the decisions that they've made. That's when it's kind of like, okay, it seems like you're trying to feed off of this drama, right? And that's the thing, like, it's just a familiarity with certain energies and certain experiences, right? And certain kinds of people. And it's not until they see that, they have to see it through, is the thing. But it's kind of a gray area for me. It's like, would I want to keep listening about it? It kind of depends on the situation of their person, I suppose. Like, I'm not saying that they're not worth anybody's time of day, but there does have to be a certain level of responsibility to an extent. It kind of depends on like how conscious they are, though, you know. Yeah, I worry about labeling it trauma dumping. Like, sometimes don't know what to say, but you still want or should want to help people, exactly, because like, I think that the whole thing of like cutting other people off, it just accentuates the illusion of what's the word? Well, like, of separateness, right? When really we're all just like this one. We're all one, you know. We're all like you know, separate but also together. Like, we all have different personalities and everything, but we're all working and everything is connected, right? I think that the whole like, okay, I'm not gonna hold your pain for you, that is like, that's yours and not mine. It's kind of this, it's still like kind of a bit of ego coming in, you know what I mean? Like, you sometimes don't know what to say, but you still, like, yeah, that's the thing, like, the thing is that you don't even have to give any advice. Like, it's literally just lend an ear, right? Some people literally just need to be able to let it go in, like, let it out into the universe. It's kind of just like to speak it out, because like speaking it out there is, and I think that in another way actually is like, look, if you don't want to almost be a burden, look, if you really do have a trouble yourself to go and like talk to somebody, even just speaking it out, like talk to yourself like a crazy person, you know, go into your room and just like say it out, because like I don't even think that it is to an extent about having connection with someone and, you know, feeling like it's been taken by someone else, right? I think that there is like a mental and spiritual implication to that. But I also think that even just speaking it out into the universe, that is another, like, because it's almost like grasping this energy, you're actually like physically letting it out, you know? So it doesn't even have to be in the presence of someone else, although I do think that it might help to a little bit more of an extent. But it still does help to even just say it, you know, when you're by yourself, because it allows you to process that. That's the thing though, right? It is about like the whole processing of it, because like if you say it out loud, then you're saying it in almost like this linear way, and we like process a lot of things in a linear way, right? But if we're keeping it inside, then we're going through so many different scenarios of like what I should have said, and you're in this like loop. You're in this loop, and you just gotta get rid of the loop. Allow it to be linear and allow it to leave, you know? Allow there to be like a beginning and an end, because once you finish it, then it's like, okay, I can kind of like feel like as if I can let this go. It did just double a little bit. The thing is like when I go if I'm singing, then I need to like turn down the volume a little bit, because then I can get like really big gain. But then when I'm talking, I'm obviously not as like loud as when I'm singing, so I have to like turn up the volume a little bit. So yeah, that's what happens there. I saw there are some streamers on Twitch put in the rule no trauma dumping, and the funny part that half the stream is the trauma dumping from the street. Oh my goodness, that's insane. That's mad. Nah, Ash's voice just increases for important points. Most people don't ask before they trauma dump, and then it becomes problematic, and that's the thing. I think that it's literally just about the whole consent thing, because like, okay, if we're gonna think about like something that is a little less, if you guys have any trauma around like sexual things, this is just a trigger warning. But say in terms of like awful things, like in terms of like rape, that's an exchange of energy, that's like non-consensual. But like if you think about trauma dumping, it's also an exchange of energy, and if it's not consensual, then it can even like create like subconscious almost resentments towards the person that's like, even if it's not like thought on like on the surface level, it can like, you can almost feel like this resentment that, you know, that you need to address when it comes to like, say with our housemate. He was always coming in after work, and he would always just kind of like let everything go, and we would listen to him. Like, we wouldn't be like, oh my god, like shut up, you know. But I think that like after a while, it was just him like not even saying like, oh, can I tell you about this? We started to like resent the situation a bit, because like we didn't want to like say shut the fuck up, but we were also like, we wish that, you know, because sometimes we just weren't in the headspace for it, so we were kind of like getting a little bit sick of the fact that he just wasn't asking for our permission first, you know what I mean? Dumping is a terrible choice of word, no matter what. That's the thing though, like it's such a bad or negative connotation, right? I still appreciate you letting me dump last year. That sounds odd, I think, but things got so, that's the thing, you know? It really does help to dump like that. I wouldn't even call it that. To be honest with you, when it came to you trauma dumping, I think that you felt bad about it in the first place, but I was like, please, please let it out. Please let it out, because it's important. It's important. Yeah, it's depending on who you talk to. Like, I remember I was waiting for a bus and some old lady came up to me, started talking about her son and her family, and I'm like, do I care? Complete stranger though. I think that sometimes with older people, they can talk. We say this saying, we say you can talk for Ireland, because like Irish people are very chatty. So like when someone's really chatty, we say you talk for Ireland. A lot of elderly people, they talk for Ireland. Like Shane's grandmother, she's very like kind of focused on material like aspects of life. There's nothing wrong with that, but she like focuses on like the coffee that she drinks every day and the routine that she goes through, and she will talk like for 2 hours straight about just coffee alone sometimes. I'm not even messing. She'll be telling me how much sugar she takes in it, how many cups of coffee that she'll have. I think that's almost like a loop you can get stuck into, I suppose. If you get too focused on like the material aspects of life, then you know, you lose your sense of spirituality in a way. And then that's when you can kind of get stuck in loops too, right? Some people's version of trauma dumping is actually a glass of warm milk. So opinions also come into... Wait, what do you mean by glass of warm milk, actually? We are all one. Every atom that makes us up will become something else. We are all part of the universe. A giant living or... Yes, let's go. There was someone who was like, who came in and they were like, we're not all one. What are you talking about? And, oh yeah, I have to go in about 10 minutes. Is it? Yeah, I have to go in about 10 minutes. Okay. Do we have... Okay, we have one song. Let's turn off the thing. Someone was like, we're not all one, and I was like trying to tell them about like how we are actually all one, because we're all like touching off each other right now through like the earth that we're standing on, through the air that it like the air is all connected because there's so many atoms going through the air, and like everything is actually connected, because you know, even say like energy, right? That's like, it's like electricity going through the air, and that's how we're all connected. Like sometimes you can even sense when someone's just angry. You haven't even talked to them or even looked at them, you just know that they're angry because you can like sense it. It's like this intuitive thing. It's because we're made out of this electric energy, is like we can like, oh, you can feel it. You can really feel it. But there was this one person who was like, but like, what if you were living in a place that had like no atoms? There were no atoms around you. I was just like, you'd probably disperse to the nearest places where there are atoms though, right? Like, I was kind of thinking about this. It's like, if you were in a place where there were no atoms, wouldn't you probably just like tear apart? Like you would, because there's like a magnetic field to everything, right? So you would like go to the nearest thing that has like a magnetic field, you know? What do you guys think? Oh, you should work in retail. You hear so many stories that they don't affect you, but the small talk helps. Yeah. It really does, I suppose. I think that like a lot of people, when it comes to like working with customer service and stuff, people really like to trauma dump them because like, I don't know, it could be like it's just like an impersonal thing. It's like, I don't know you, so I feel like I can just like pick up the phone and then just put it down and stuff. And the thing is that when you're working in customer service, you can't be like, don't trauma dump on me. So you just have to like take it. That's why it's one of the most difficult jobs. Because you literally just, like, you can't really say anything. And maybe some people even think like, oh yeah, this person owes me something because, well, some people, there are some Karens out there that almost like treat you like a monkey. Like, they're like, perform this trick for me because I'm the paying customer and now you work for me. It's this weird, it's really weird. Oh, you should work. Wait, most of the time it's not all malicious. Just, yeah, for sure. Exactly. It surely is. I rarely stop anybody unless I really need to go because I understand when people just want to talk, no matter if it's about drama or just to say something. Yeah, for sure. Whether we know the person or not, it's nice to know that letting that person share their burden may have helped them feel better. Exactly. And that's what a good heart is, right? Now, sometimes you won't actually have the space to like take it on, and that's okay. But if you are in the space to do it, I think that it's almost a service that you're creating for someone else and not expecting anything in return either, you know? It's just done out of love. It's done out of the heart, right? And I think that that's the issue when we're so disconnected to ourselves and we're so disconnected to nature, then our heart begins to close and then we become very self-involved, and that's kind of what's going on today. And that's probably where the whole trauma dumping thing is coming from. It's like when people's hearts are closed, then they don't really have the space to take on anything. So trauma dumping actually becomes almost like this suffocating thing to them. So they act out instead, and they're just like, don't dump this shit on me. Because they're also going through something themselves, you know? But it is kind of sad that, you know, that whole negative connotation has been created around it, you know. It still makes sense though, you know, just based on the world we're living in today. Not that I'm saying that it should exist, but it makes sense though, you know. That chat was like 10 minutes ago. Yeah, we're made of atoms, but they were like, what if you were in a space, like, you're made of atoms, but what if you're in a space where there's no atoms? Like, how would we be connected then? Like, what if we were up in space in a place where there's no atoms? And I was kind of like, is it even possible for there to be no atoms? Apparently there's one, I was told this, but apparently there's one place in space where there's no atoms. It's like this kind of like a space between the earth and the sun, and apparently it like absorbs some of the sun's energy. Does someone know about this? Can you tell me more about this? I think that person just doesn't they just don't understand how everything isn't connected. But I think that it was just lack of understanding, but it was they got really mad that I was actually saying that. Like, I don't know why they were like angry that I was saying it. Maybe they were just like, oh yeah, don't like spread this misinformation, because they didn't see it that way, right? But yeah, they got like pretty angry. How can there be empty? Apparently it does exist. Someone said this to me, but yeah, I don't know. But anyway, if you were in an empty space, do you guys agree that you'd probably just maybe disintegrate and go to the nearest atoms, right? Or would you stay intact? What do you think? Most people still seem not to go too far, even if the story is boring. Most will still just tell the story and leave. I'd say, yeah, that it can literally just be, okay, lend an ear to me right now. Oh yeah, I've been working in a call center for long, and sometimes I listen to people's problems. Of course, I'm hoping that they will buy something as in thanks for, yeah, But even if not, I reflect on that I am happy that I could help it. Aw, that's so nice of you, Jonah. You have a good heart, you know that? There are particles everywhere, even in so-called empty space. Yeah, that's why I was kind of wondering, because someone said this to me, like, at the time. It wasn't the person that was, like, arguing. Well, not arguing. They were arguing anyway, but I think that it might have been Stardust. Stardust, are you still there? I think that Stardust might have said something like this. Of course, there are particles. Wait, hey, CH2, I hope you're doing good too. I have to leave soon, but it's good to see you. I hope your Friday's going well. In a space with no atoms, we're gonna suffocate from no... Yeah, but I was kind of thinking, like, if you had a spacesuit on. A spacesuit. What do they call them? Is that what you call it? Spacesuits? I feel like I'm saying it wrong. What is it called? Is it called a spacesuit? I feel like that's wrong. It's 5? Oh shit. Okay, we're gonna do this song really, really quickly. And then we're gonna go. I have to go after this. But I really enjoyed this conversation though. Well, you were in a vacuum space, you would fall apart because no gravity. No, that's another thing. But like, if you... I'm saying that, like, if you were in, like, a certain space, so here's, like, a circle, right? And you're in this, and in this circle, there are no atoms, but on the outside, there's all these atoms, right? You're in a spacesuit, you have oxygen in your tank, and you're breathing and everything. Do you think that all of your atoms would move with you to the nearest atoms? Or do you think that you would probably, like, disperse out in all different directions and, you know, basically be torn apart to go to those atoms? Because if you think about it, it's like you have, like, this whole magnetic field coming from the atoms all throughout this way, right? So would you just kind of go in all directions? Interesting to think about. Yes, blinding lights. Let's do this. Ooh, I'm blinded by the lights. I've been trying to call. I've been on my own for long enough. Maybe you could show me how to love. Maybe I'm going through withdrawals, and you don't even have to do too much. You could turn me on with just a touch, baby. I look around and since city's cold and empty, no one's around to touch me. I can see clearly when you're gone. I say, ooh, I'm blinded by the lights. No, I can't sleep till I can feel your touch. I say, ooh, I'm drowning in the night. Oh, and I'm like this, you're the one I trust. I'm running out of time, as I can see the sunlight up the sky. So I hit the road in overdrive, baby. Oh, 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 oh. Since the city's cold and empty, no one's around to touch me. I can see clearly when you're gone. I say, ooh, I'm blinded by the lights. No, I can't sleep till I can feel your touch. I say, ooh, I'm drowning in the night. Oh, and I'm like this, you're the one I trust. I'm just walking by to let you know I can never say it all wrong. I never let you go this time. I say, ooh, I'm blinded by the lights. No, I can't sleep till I can feel your touch. I say, ooh, I'm drowning in the night. Oh, and I'm like this, you're the one I Okay. We're gonna have to find someone. Does anybody have a raid target for me? I'm gonna look for one right now. If someone comes back to me before I find one. Because I gotta go. I gotta go, 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 go.
When did you claim a ticket?
Whoa. We've got Quidmitch. Quidmitch. Wait, someone raided me? Thank you for the gifted sub to Stream Elements. Thank you so much, Shane. Did someone raid me? It doesn't say that anybody raided me. Zoe? Thank you so much for the raid. Oh, it was a raid suggestion? Oh, I understand. What's the actual name though? I think that I'll just go for Quidmitch because I'm kind of in a hurry right now. Okay. I'm just walking by to let you know I can never say. Oh, Zoe, right. Sorry, I wasn't sure who you were talking about there for a sec. Okay, let's do Zoe. Okay. Nice. Okay, cool. Indiana said something there. The spacesuit will keep everything contained and alive. The lack of spacesuit would be the... Do you think that it would keep you alive, though? Because, like, say for the spacesuit... Like, do you think it would keep you contained, though? Because the thing is that with no atoms around you, the spacesuit is also, like, made up of atoms as well. So would the spacesuit not also, like, go out the way as well? Does it depend on what it's made of? You give up? Oh, right, you're doing like a clap command. Okay, okay. Thank you so much for the sub, and yes, we must leave. I will probably be back maybe like Monday. Shane is off, so it's kind of going to be like, you know, it's going to be like I'll pop up whenever, that kind of thing. But I hope that you guys have an amazing weekend. I think that I'm going to go busking on the weekend. Gonna go for that facial as well. Gonna go for that facial. You guys will see me on Pornhub later. And yeah, have a great one. I'll see you guys. Have a good weekend. And thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching the stream and hanging out with me. Bye, Rachel. Bye, Indiana. Bye, Shane. Bye, everybody. Bye, Lefty. And bye.